Hi guys, this is Weasel6k coming to you again with another video from Dungeon Defenders. So today I am doing a commentary. My last two videos I did commentary, but unfortunately when I rendered it my voice was hardly bearable, so I just decided to re-render it and take out my voice completely. Anyway, today we're doing bonus Glitterhelm Caverns on Insane Solo. One of the more difficult challenges. I've not seen a video of this on YouTube yet, so I thought I'd give it a blast. I hope you like my nice sexy crystal look. So normally, the bottom there's like a saying, like on the mini map you say on here, top, right and left, bottom left, top left. So very important. To do this you really need a Squire, a monk and a DPS character. My DPS character is a huntress with a crystal tracker. There is a video of me doing a crystal tracker. Anyway, here I normally try to leave the top as self-sufficient as possible, so I normally put 2 slice and dices and 3 turrets, and that normally gets self-sufficient. But the starting setup is very important, so you need to slice and dice at the harpoon at the top, one harpoon behind the crystal there. As you can see, I keep popping up my mini map. Here I put 1 harpoon, and that is sufficient for the first round. It does kill all the enemies, no problem. So make sure you grab all the chests, because I do use all the mana. Bounce a blockade here just in case one of the enemies out there outdoors decides to go up towards the crystal. They normally always go down the stairs though. Half the time that gets hit by the caballs what explode it here. So this part here, it's always a scary area. Not very good if you get an ogre here and you normally have to rush over here as fast as you possibly can. But once again, I use a slice and dice and a harpoon to start with. Later on I just put 1 more slice and dice. Normally the harpoon just absolutely annihilates them. Carry on down here. So there on the stairs I'd put 2 slice and dices. Here is a very strategy part of thing, because a lot of people puts like, you know, 2 spike blockades and bowling balls to go down the stairs, but I found if you put a slice and dice there with a harpoon behind it, it becomes very, very effective. So slowly running out of time now, 44 seconds to go. Playing solo you do get less enemies. A lot of people know on Insane this crystal will get hit by wyverns. I always put 3 harpoons there on hard or Insane regardless, and you always put a slice and dice here. But what I do with that slice and dice across the bridge is I put 2 harpoons behind it, what a lot of people do, but I always put at the end of the bridge I put a spike blockade, and what that does is it just gives your slice and dice a little bit of extra protection. And because I am yet to put auras down, I only put 3 auras down, which are slower auras, and what I do is I put them at all the 3 entrances of the map. So I put one right at the top, one at the left and one at the right, because if an ogre does get there, obviously it takes me a while to get there, but the enemies don't hurt your blockades as much. So if the ogre does get through and you're busy or you've gone down or something, you can he just gives you that little bit extra time for your defences. So as everybody knows on Insane on this game, it's a race against time to get your defences down in play and do everything as fast as possible. So with the other 2 turrets, just stagger them back a tiny bit, so your harpoons will shoot at multiple enemies and they don't fire both at the same time. It just gives you a bit of radius and a bit more of a spread. Once again, you've got to make sure you pick up all the chests, otherwise it will not be very good. So here, bouncy blockade, because that bouncer blockade, funny enough, it draws all the mages to it, and your slice and dice doesn't get bitched, and then that harpoon just absolutely rapes the mages. so that's pretty much taken care of. Here, once again, I think my problem at the moment is I'm putting my harpoons a bit too close to my slice and dices, but that harpoon is very strategic and it does absolutely rape everything. Here, 2 slice and dices, because once again it's a clinical place, because if anything gets through, you're fucked, because yeah, I mean, if an ogre gets through, or some skeletons from a mage, it gets very sticky. As you can see later on in this video, I do just complete this map. I don't ace it by any means, and I just do it through the skin of my teeth. As I say, I do like the slice and dices. They're a lot much better than the Boucer blockades, because the Boucer blockades, the attack rate is quite slow. They do a decent amount of damage, but when you come to insane, the enemies, especially the like, you know, the mid-size orgies, you know, the mid-sized goblins, sorry, you know what I mean, they'll take about 3 or 4 blasts, and if they continuously get a hit on your barricades, and let's say you have 10 of them come on each round, you're gonna be running around doing nothing but repairing. So 2 harpoons here, and that's plenty enough sufficient to take care of them. As I say, I run out of time building, but I can quickly build. So I'll look in where that ogre is, and I'll build my defences here, as that slice and dice should take care of the ogre. For instance, if you had a Boucer blockade, you would be in the shit street, but because slice and dices do a good amount of damage, as you can see, I'll go into rage just to quickly go and get that ogre, as I've got 6 points left, which are for my slow auras. The best way to repair a slice and dice is never to upgrade slice and dices or any of your towers. The best thing is to do is just to upgrade them once, and it automatically heals them, and as I say, it gives you a tiny bit more health. But when you've got a high tower Squire, kind of like mine, which isn't mega high at the moment because I'm using the DPS shield, and my pet is totally not upgraded, you can so I've totally forgot where I was. You can just upgrade it quickly and it'll just heal it for you, and upgrading at a high level doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So ensnare trap here, my ensnares are quite powerful, and I think it slows them by about 21%. So basically what it does, it just bunches up all the enemies, slows them right down, and then your harpoon, instead of taking off the 1 enemy at a time, it can like annihilate 3 enemies. It's like, normally at this place here, a lot of people has a lot of problems with my spike wall and an ensnare. I have no problems here whatsoever. I hardly have to repair my spike wall. So it looks like I'm carrying a ginormous pink lollipop at the moment, but that's all part of the fun. And I'm like, am I going to make it go up to the top and get back in time to change my character and put this ensnare at the top? I was like, my go back time is at least like 21 seconds, and I was thinking, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? But I was thinking, yeah, just made it in time, get back quick as I can. Then I changed to my DPS huntress, so I can, like, you know, physically run around, repair things a bit more proactively, and upgrade quicker and do a bit more damage to ogres, because 2 ogres this turn, not many wyverns or anything like that, but once again it's running around. So I'll go through the setup quickly and how it goes. Up the top, 2 slice and dices followed by 3 harpoons. On the crystal, 2 harpoons looking down. On the right hand side, the first area, 2 slice and dices with a harpoon behind it. The gate afterwards, Boucer blockade. After the crystal, 2 slice and dices and a harpoon. That's that side complete. Left hand side, harpoon with a slice and dice on the second corner, not the first corner, otherwise it'll get hit while the creatures are still in protection. As you can see, by the time I get here the ogre's nearly dead and I've took minimal damage. If I had Bouncer blockades there, then I probably would get a lot more battered. Maybe on hard it's possible, but on insane difficulty it's a bit more different because you need to be in a lot more places at once. Keep making sure your slow auras are upgraded, because you do not want to lose them, as that will make your job a lot more difficult. So I mean, instead of like repairing the harpoons, I'll upgrade them, because upgrading is quicker than repairing, and because harpoons don't normally die because they're not the forefront of your defense, it's a lot better. So yeah, sorry, as the defense on the left hand side, after you've built your harpoon and you slice and dice, on the other staircase build a bouncer blockade and a harpoon facing towards the middle door on the left, just mainly to go for the mages. So I thought I'd spend some mana and upgrade my ensnare aura, as I thought I'd spend it. It's definitely worth a good challenge for anybody doing this on Insane on your own. I don't think I've seen another YouTube video, but to be fair I haven't really looked one, and I'm really making videos for this game because I think it's really fun. It's a good time waster before Modern Warfare 3 comes out, and I will be buying like any game add-ons for this, but I feel like the game's been more popular on the PC. I am playing it on Xbox, but who knows. I'm a bit disappointed that the Xbox didn't get the Halloween DLC, but that's that. Anyway, on to wave 8 of 10, looking in pretty good shape. Normally I hover around the middle area, taking out the 2 mages from the door, because this door by that crystal is very important. If that door, if one of them blockades go down, you're in trouble. As mage skeletons would just break your crystal, and later on it does get a bit tight. On single player you are very much going to take crystal damage, because the Wavens where you put the 3 harpoons is going to get hit, and hit strong. Maybe if I could find 2 extra points to put a slow ore in the front, I would be a lot better, but it's very difficult to place it there because of the crystal gets in the way. The only benefit of single players, the ogres do not have a huge amount of health, but their attack power is huge, and it will, if you don't go to them fast in a place that doesn't have a huge amount of defense, it will get battered, like for example on the right hand side and here, because normally the ogre will go for the bouncer blockade, which is the plan, to give you a little bit of extra time, and then you can just upgrade the bouncer blockade. So as you can see, the XP is absolutely amazing. I think one level will give you close to 100,000 XP. The recommended setup, I would say, for this is to play with 3 players. 1 player to go up the top, 1 player on the right side, 1 player on the left side. Each taking the responsibility of the ogres that come their side. If it's a double ogre, 1 person will come and help. Recommended for a DPS huntress with a crystal tracker, as it does splash damage to other enemies as well, so you can take out a large group, so you can crowd control them. Always wait for the time to run out, so you can quickly go around repairing what needs repairing, and if it's low on health you can quickly upgrade it. The good thing about auras is they are quick to repair, so you can upgrade auras no problem. Sorry about this, I'm just having a cigarette, guys. I must say, this video is quite long. I think it goes into the 20-minute range. I hope I'm keeping you entertained. This is more like a small guide. If there's things that you think I've done wrong or I've wasted my defense points at, please share with me. I could have gone like, you know, put bouncer blockades here where I am now instead, and put like an electric ore and a strength drain ore instead. But when you're on Insane, you have very limited time, and it's hard to put all down the defences within, like, you know, the 3 minutes you get at the start, because it's a big map and you've got lots of crystals to defend. As you can see, there's not a huge amount of enemies, but when the enemies do come, always try and aim for the mages first, because they do the most amount of damage. As I say, I normally just stick around this middle area, just crowd controlling these two doors. As I say, no ogres come right by me, which is quite nice, but I'm always keeping my eye out just in case a double ogre comes, which it does do. As you can see, crystal tracker, I think I'm like doing 5,000 base damage. Come over, check this area, just quickly repair the snare and the spike wall, and then that's defense is absolutely solid. So look where this ogre comes. He comes down here, take out a few wyverns, and that spike wall just keeps all my harpoons and protection at bay, with the harpoons doing like collateral damage. As you can see, with the slow or slowing down, they don't even get close to my spike wall, and it even takes down the ninjas, which everybody knows can be a pain in the arse. So for completing this on Insane with Huntress, you get a weapon, a flamethrower weapon, which is, to be fair, a pile of crap. As you can see, I looked quickly on the mini-map and I saw, oh, my slow aura's going down. So I quickly run to repair it, but I run just out of time. So if anything does go down, as you can see, I am upgrading the slice and dices because it's a lot quicker than repairing them. So I'll quickly run back, go get the monk, put another thing down there. I could have done with that end snare not going down, so I had a bit more time to go and heal. I'm not sure why I got these chests. On Insane, the chests will often drop godly stuff, so if you're after godly gear, bonus Glitterhelm on hard and Insane is probably the best place to put it. Say, mana does not interest me. If you're interested about making mana and farming mana, I've got another YouTube video. If there's a video you want to see on Insane solo, I can do them pretty much all on in solo, except from Zippy Terror, which you need at least 3 people minimum. 4 people's ideal, 4 huntresses. I don't think you can do it Insane. So here, you know what I mean, I'm running out of time. I repair the ensnare and then I'll just upgrade because it's a lot quicker than repairing. That one I can repair because it's quite small damage. I run back, I'm running out of time. Go back to the middle, and this is where you've got 5 ogres, 20 wyverns, and this round it does go a bit shit, and it's a lot harder to complete. It's only the ogres that are a pain in the arse, because I think you have about 2 or 3 spawn at one time. At the start it's very easy, very simple, no problems at all. Just checking, upgrading spike walls. You know what I mean? Instead of repairing now, I will upgrade. So I know that area's secure for mobs now until the end of the round. And then I look for the ogre, and it's at the top. And I think my decision, what I did bad, is I reckon I should have left that ogre at the top to fight, but as you can see, that ogre was there for such a small amount of time and it nearly annihilated all the defences. It was a double ogre, so I'm pretty lucky that I went there. If I had bounced blockades, that would have all been destroyed by now, and them ogres would have been pretty much on a bigger life. So I upgraded that as much as I possibly could, thinking, oh yeah, doing well now. The crystal damage is by the wyverns, and then I looked and saw it was damaged, and I thought, oh shit. So I'm like down 2 things, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be close, this is going to be close, this is going to be close. I tried to upgrade that, but it's just run out of time. And I thought that was gonna kill it, but I just got lucky, and I see what's being attacked, seeing what's left, and there's just this one ogre with a bouncer blockade just protecting it. One mob left, and he's attacking the crystal. I go in and kaboom. So yeah, the weapon I get is a pile of shite. I think it's got like 16 base damage with 26 upgrades. I go around on a quick collection hunt, doing a bit of, as you can see, like a weapon there with 3,000 mana. Not a bad place to farm a bit of mana, get some items to sell, add to your inventory. The drops on the floor are pretty bog standard and nothing interesting. So yeah, this is coming up to the end of the video now. As you can see, I'll show you the weapon that I collected, which was not this page, I think it's the next page. There we go, a Magna Furnace, which is, to be fair, it's not a great weapon, but I swear if you can find like a flamethrower with 26, 27 upgrades and a base damage of 40, it would be absolutely stupid DPS, because when you use one shot from a flamethrower, it hits the target 3 times. Yeah, I do agree, it does do fire damage, but it hits it 3 times, and about 26, 27 upgrades on 40 base damage, you'll be doing about 2,000 a shot, which would do DPS of around about 67, 70,000. Anyway, this is Weasel6k signing out. If there's any more videos you want to see, please feel free to send me a message or comment. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will do more for you. Anyway, take it easy.